I remember when this first began to come to me. I was in my 60s. That means I'd been reading the Bible for a whale of a long time. I may have been 70 before I really noticed it. Do you have certain passages you jump over? Or when you read them fast to get on to what's more pertinent, that you like better? I've had a genius for that kind of thing. And so this was a passage which I didn't know what to do with, so I just read over it, and moved on to something I could grasp. Jesus is sending out the 12. And he tells them it's not going to be nice. It's going to be rough. And they need to be ready for it. And they've got to love him more than their father and their mother. They've got to love him more than everything else, or they won't be able to do it. But he says, when I send you, if they receive you, they get me. And if they get me, they get my Father. And if they reject you, they miss me. And if they miss me, they miss my Father. And I looked at that one day, and I understood why I'd always jumped over it. I said, thank God I wasn't one of the 12. Who wants that responsibility on him? And then I read Luke 10, and he's sending out the 70. And he says to them, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be rough. But if you love me more than anything else, you can make it. And the beauty is, if they receive you, they get me. And if they get me, they get my Father. And if they reject you, they miss me. And if they miss me, they miss my Father. I thought, thank God I wasn't one of the 70. It's too much nicer to say, don't pay any attention to the way I live. Listen to what I have to say. But Jesus said no. And then I read John. Then I read that passage, that parable. You remember where he's separating the sheep and the goats? And he says, you fed me when I was hungry. You clothed me when I was naked. You cared for me when I was needy. And the righteous said, when did we ever care for you? And he said, inasmuch as you did it unto one of the least of these, you did it to me. You see, he not only wants to inhabit me, he wants an identification to take place. That if I'm there, he's there. And if he's there, I'm there. And then he says, when they see that, the world will know that my Father sent me. How is the world ever going to know about Christ? It's only when you and I have reached a point of some identification.